Hello and welcome to the Drivers Hub. I'm Kiran and we are here to find out the latest offerings from a brand new company called Zontes here in India. Now they had a few facelifts and models out of country for the 350R, and here they have given us a wide range of motorcycles with the same engine, the same gearbox, same power and specifications, and we are here to get you through all of them one by one and tell you what's what and which bike might be the right pick for you. So well, out of the lot, I really fancy the GK350 because, well, you know, I'm a cafe racer and scrambler guy. Well, the spoke rims, nice, and also it gets J1 braking setup. Well, you know, like long story short, world SBK bikes, few of them have this setup. So well, you know, well, they haven't gone down on the components and what the offerings are there over here. And even if we go at the style and everything, Husqvarnas, you better watch out because you're just a 250. We know the 401s are coming, but we don't know when. So this might really be of your fancy if you're looking for something right now. Well, there are a few nitpicks here and there, but I'll get back to that on the end of the video. But overall, the looks are too good, and also this comes with an essential kit. So you get this bar and lever protection, you get crash bobbins over here, frame sliders, and also you get a disc rotor cover which will be shown on ahead in the B-rolls. But then overall, it's a very nicely packaged motorcycle. The fit and finish is, well, something that you really don't expect from brand new manufacturers when they first come in the country. So overall, the fit and finish, the color options, I really fancy that, especially those 17-inch rims. And they also come with some radial tires. Well, the performance of those tires, can't tell on them right now, but once we get them on the long-term test, we'll know what's what and how exactly this vehicle handles down the run. Up next is the Zontes X350R. Now, well, all the motorcycles here are keyless. So you have a sensor-based key, so you just keep it with you, and you have a button that just unlocks everything. Wait, chalu, like that, and a lot of beepy stuff and everything. Has a nice instrument cluster and everything that is common through all the motorcycles over here. All the controls are here on the switch, and well, everything is electronically set. So even your fuel tank lid, your seat lid, all of them, you have control switches over here and here to control it around. Well, I really like the way this looks. Well, for a naked 350cc and 38 horsepower, it does look the works. Now again, well, between you and me, maybe I feel Honda and Yamaha had a one night stand or something. But then, no complaints. Looks really nice. Has alloy rims, some fancy work in between with the colors and everything. I really dig that. The braking setup. Again, it has adjustable levers both for the clutch and the brake throughout. So that's something really nice. And all of them come with an eco and a sports mode. Well, there are only two modes, and you get a separate button for an eco mode on the motorcycle. Well, if you see this motorcycle, the ergonomics are almost as similar to this. Both have rear set foot pegs, slightly aggressive straight as handlebar. So whenever you want to be comfortable in the city, you can do that. Even if you want to take in some weekend runs on the canyons or guards or anything, you can ride it aggressively. But more on that whenever we get the road test bike. But then overall, the fit, finish, looks, there are a lot of hints, few from Hondas, few from Yamahas. No complaints again. Looks damn good. I really dig the paint scheme on this. Ultimately, a very nice motorcycle. Next off is the Zontes X350. Now this is a touring based motorcycle, so it has all the bells and whistles that you would expect from a touring motorcycle. Now there's one fancy thing I want to show you. So start it off, I'll show you magic. Okay, done. I'm going to go highway fast. Man, which 300cc, 3 to 400cc adventure bike has it? Heck, even the 650cc or even the 800cc adventure bikes, they don't have this option. But then again, one thing that makes me question, when everything is electronic, what would happen if something fails? We have to find out what's what. But then, okay, but for what they're offering, The brake setup is good, suspension setup is nice, and overall looks and the build quality feels quite solid. Then we have the ADV 390. Now that's for someone who, well, prefers more of an adventure look. Again, has the biggest tank capacity of all. I'll just go in line. So the GK350 has 17 liters of fuel tank. The 350R 15 liters fuel tank, I'm sorry. The 350R has 17 liters, and both of these, they come with 19 liters of fuel tank capacity. So that means you want to go some serious distance, that is possible, especially with these two motorcycles. It's class leading fuel tank capacity. So, well, anyone who plans to take out a 350cc ADV segment bike, they better watch out, because, well, they have excelled over here. And then again, all the electronics and the functions here and there. There are a lot of gimmicks. We'll get you through all of them one by one. And there are two paint scheme options over here. I really like that one. Orange and black stands out very nicely. And also gets spoke rims. Now we'll go through the spoke rims. So they are cross spoke based. So basically, again, tubeless alloy. They'll last you long. And we have to just find out how rigid they are compared to all the other rims that other motorcycles in this segment offer. So let's go in depth with all the electronics on these motorcycles.
Hold up, have you checked out our website? TheDriversHub.com is live now with a new segment called TDH Classifieds, where you can list your exotic, performance or even project car and target the right audience. Even if you are in the market to buy yourself a nice car of your dreams, something like this, a first of its kind Skoda VRS 245 with an all-wheel drive system, or maybe something more subtle like this Punto Abarth with a Stage 1 Plus and a lot of goodies. So head on forward to TDH Classifieds and get the car of your dreams.
So compared to the 390s from KTM, now the electronics, when I say, well, they have a lot to offer on this. It's not IMU based traction control or ABS, it's all the other bells and whistles over here. Like for example, the display, well, it's a segment first probably on any motorcycle. You can mirror your phone screen on this. Now, well, there are a lot of ifs and buts, you know, like why do you want to screen your mobile on the display? You can watch YouTube if you're getting bored on the traffic and all, but that's a bright side. But while riding, kind of a distraction here and there. Now the engine, I really can't say how it feels, but then has a raspy note, single cylinder 350, makes 38 horsepower, so might be a lot vibey and etc. But then again, that we'll know once we go on ahead with the road test. You have a lot of options as to how your display looks. So basically, if you feel like racer boy, you can go for the race mode. If you feel casual, you can go for casual mode, or just simple, which is a simple instrument, which just turns instrument cluster simple, you know, one nice RPM dial and a speedometer in the digital format in the middle. But otherwise, all these things, like come here nearby, you see this mad. Okay, and then there's one more button that makes sure the seat pops off when you press it. And then like you have the light options. There's an eco mode over here. You press it and probably the tune, just state of tune changes and your power and etc. and everything is linear. And when you press that button again, it's in the normal mode. There's a sports mode. That's probably where the bike is going to be most of the time. The switch gear feels nice and solid. The backlighting is actually quite lit. You see what I did there. And then the feel of the switches and everything feels really nice. Like everything is accurate, everything works as it's supposed to. And even the master kit, well, nice. You don't see 390s with such kind of master kits. You normally see them in bigger segment of bikes like the 900,000 cc nakeds or something as such. So overall fit finish feels good. I really fancy this. But then what would happen if your battery dies out? I'll show that to you later as to how you can fix that. So all of these options come over here. You have another plug connection. So if you want to charge your laptop or something, let's say you have that, oh, I have to have that meeting again, I'll pull off the laptop. There is a patch over here. You just pull it off, pry it off, and you get a plug point over there. So you can put your normal wall mounted plug and you can basically charge in your laptop or your mobile, anything via the battery of the motorcycle. And there's also a point over there, because since it's keyless and everything is electrical and on battery, let's say galti sa aisa gaadi nahi chala, battery down, so you can charge the battery from that socket over there and they will give you an additional charger. Now finding the wall mount is your headache, but they have provided that with you. So in case your battery dies out, you have the option to charge the battery and make sure you can work around on anything and everything. And if any of the electronics fail, for example this thing, I really like this, if this thing doesn't come up, so Zontus says they have an all over India service support. So you just have to call them and tell them dhakkan nahi khul raha, please help, and they'll probably drop by to your address and they'll sort things out, whatever they have to do. So that's good thing on the support base. I'm really curious how these bikes handle, because the ergonomics and how they feel when you sit on the bike is actually quite good. And even the adventure bike over here, well, feels quite solid, even though feels a little bit like the older generation of the Ninja 1000 and etc. आगे से थोड़ा H2 का copy होना, but then looks mad. Probably will again cut off wind also probably very well, and again the highway performance will be exceptionally better, I feel, on the Zontes X350 compared to this. Well, like any naked, it's just for the city to go hard occasionally in the cancer etc. You shouldn't expect much on the highway end because there is nothing to save you from the wind. And again, I cannot say how fast these motorcycles go because we haven't ridden them as such, but then a few bits here and there, I'll get on to them next. So in the end, before I end, few nitpicks here and there. Now for one, the display and the screen mirroring, all of that is good. Sometimes I feel they're kind of trying to distract you from what is important. For example, the safety net only stops at ABS. There's no traction control or IMU based ABS, that's one. Second, you can't switch off the ABS, at least at the back. Two, the display has a lag. So whenever you throttle, it takes 2 business seconds for it to go up. Hypothetically speaking, you go in a corner hard and then you downshift and you're like, go down the rev range, but then again over there it will be showing you 8,000-9,000 RPM and like, bro, what bro, मैं तो 4,000 RPM पे. But otherwise overall fit finish looks good. Again, you see a lot of copy work and inspiration taken from other bikes here and there. But then let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of all these offerings from Zontes? Quite catchy name and weirdish, but fine, suit yourself, whatever you think of it. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of these motorcycles? Which one would you pick and why? And that's about it. Do the needful, please. Like, share, subscribe, and until then, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.